Hey, what is going on there YouTube? This is Robert and today I'm bringing you the full drop list for this week, which is going to be week 4 of the full winter season. Now, as per norm, the weeks have been very all over the place, to be honest, because we haven't really had so much so a focused week just for the lookbook, except for week 1 so far. We've just had the back-to-back-to-back collaborations, and that's going to carry on this week with the Martine Rose collaboration, which is a rather large collection in the end. Retails are a little bit hit and miss, I will, be honest in the end, but the items I think are perfectly fine, so we're just going to jump straight into this, and as per norm, let me know down below whether or not your items from last week have arrived or not, what you picked up, what you got, whether that was Supreme, Palace or any other release in the end, and yeah, let's just jump straight into this. Okay, so we're going to be getting straight into the week, obviously, kicking off with the Jacob & Co pieces, being the sterling silver and the 14 karat gold Zodiac pendants, and yeah, obviously there is going to be a price difference that you can notice straight off the bat. So you've got just shy of 600 on the sterling silver, 1500 and 1400 on the gold. So yeah, but they're at the top of the list, and to be honest, I do expect them to go in, I wouldn't say an extremely fast time duration, but they'll be gone at the end of the day. They will be gone. Next on the list for this week, we've got the Dalton Stash Can. I think I've got one of these somewhere that's Homer Simpson that is absolutely beaten to hell. But it's £40, which I don't know how I feel about that. I feel it's a bit much for a stash can in the end. I'm sure it'll probably end up selling out because people put things like stickers or accessories inside. But yeah, it's got cool branding. It looks okay, but it's just, yeah, not a massive fan of the retail, like with some of the other pieces, but the next piece I actually think is rather good, and it's probably one of the highlight pieces I think for the whole collaboration, which is going to be the football jersey, coming in at $138 or $158. I think it's perfectly fine. Colorways are great, everything about it I think is just overall good, and yeah, there's nothing that I don't think people could complain about. Because you've got logos on either arm or on the sleeve. You've got a massive, obviously, number on the chest. You've got Supreme there. You've got Supreme and Martine spell out, obviously, down the sides. So it's there. And then you go onto the back, and it's got the exact same thing. So I think it's perfectly fine. I'm sure there'll be some people who will, nitpick it and argue about things. But at the end of the day, it's perfectly fine. It's better than them going over the top and extreme. For colorways, I do like the white colourway, but I feel like this black with the green is a little bit more standout. I don't know why, I just kind of like it a bit more in the end. So yeah, from there it's basically going to be all collaboration pieces and then some lookbook pieces thrown in here and there. So we're going to kick off this row with the towel zip up hoodie, and yeah, I can go straight onto it. I still don't know how I feel about this, I can't lie. So obviously it's a hoodie, but then you have towels as logos on it. As far as the colourways are concerned, wow, that is a terrible cutout. Regardless, yeah, it's difficult. The burgundy / wine colourway is nice, but at the same time, I don't know. You can't really read the logo that much that's on the chest. The same applies for the white colourway. Is it different for the black? No, it's the same for the black colourway. Yeah, I don't really know this whole thing. I've never really been a fan of it in general. When you do this when it comes to box logos, I get it black on black, red on red, so on and so forth. But you can see it because it has an outline of a logo, whereas it comes to embroidery that's basically the same colour. I don't know, I've never really understood it, but obviously you can tell what the collaboration is because of the towels that are obviously included on the pieces. I think the black colourway is probably the easiest in the end. I do like this navy with the red almost that's going on with the white. It stands out and it's very nice, but I think black colourway is probably just the easiest and safest one when it comes to this. We've then got the tee. I saw a lot of people like it. I've seen a lot of people hate it basically because it just says what it is, and in some cases that's fine, in others not so much. I think in this case it's kind of been a hit and miss for people, and they don't really like it. I'm not gonna lie. What is going on with my lighting? Sorry, it is what it is, I suppose. I think the tees are fine, but yeah, it is just for instance, you could have moved this up a tad, and then this Autumn 24 collection could have been at the back, the top, of your neck, the upper part. I can't remember what it's called. I want to say yoke, but I feel like that's incorrect because I feel like I want to just say the tape, but that's probably wrong as well. But yeah, I just feel like that could have possibly been there instead, and then you move this up and it just is a bit better, a bit easier, and then at least you have something going on the back. So, and people might not complain as much, but anyway. We've got the denim camp cap up next. Colourways are perfectly fine. I prefer the sort of washed out green, leaning towards teal, but not really colourway. Burgundy and black and the like denim blue type or like snake tone is okay, but I really like that. We've then got the Lee Scratch Perry tee up next. Front and back, can't really complain. I think it's perfectly fine. So yeah, there's nothing to like nitpick at or say. I think it's perfectly fine at the end of the day. So yeah, we then go on to another piece that I think is actually quite nice, which is going to be the mini duffel bag. It just looks nice. That's it. I have no other comments to make about it. I just think that it looks nice in general. So yeah, that's that. We then have a lanyard with a whistle on it. I feel like it will sell out. It just will. Personally, black and green is probably the easier tone to get over the other colourway. I just feel like this will probably be the colourway that is picked in general. So yeah, and you get a whistle if anyone wants a whistle, I suppose. We then have a military boonie. It's fine. Yeah, moving on to the hoodie up next. It's the same as the t-shirt. Yeah, oh no. I kind of looked at the collection, but not really in depth because they had like 130 photos. It's just the same on the front and the back. Wow, okay, moving on, jeez. We have the scarf. Now, I did notice this. I thought this was rather nice, to be honest, depending on the length, because I have had a Supreme scarf in the past. I don't know if I still have it. I might do. It's really short. Like, you can't even do, like, it's not great. So hopefully this is a lot longer. Personally, I just say the black colourway is just the best in the end. The others are fine, but yeah, I just think that's the best. 118. It is what it is. The reversible trucker jacket I think is really cool. I love the spell art that's going across it. And yeah, the colourway changes I think are perfectly fine, and it has some defining factors going on in general. So I don't see an issue with it. I thought people would have liked it a lot more than they do. But yeah, we then have the sweater. I prefer the scarf, I'm not going to lie. I just think it just translates better onto the scarf. So there's nothing wrong with the sweater, but yeah. With the leather jacket, it's okay. There's nothing crazy going on with it. It's just that it's expensive. So yeah, we then have the last couple of items for this week being a puffer jacket from them. A little bit expensive, but it's a puffer jacket. What can you expect? They haven't really been affordable, I suppose, from Supreme in a minute now. Probably just black colourway personally. I do like this other tone. I think it stands out a little bit more, especially with winter coming into play. But I just prefer the black colourway. Cargo denim pants, they're not for me. I kind of prefer the trucker jacket over it. I think it just looks a bit better. 6-panel, I don't like. The Velo track jacket, I'm not going to lie, I'm not a fan of either. I don't really know what they were going with either of these two. Then you have the Clark Original Desert Trek. They're okay. I'm pretty sure at least one will end up going, or a couple of sizes across the board. With some lookbook pieces being the Anarchy hoodie and the Stencil thermal short sleeve top. I kind of like the stencil in the navy colourway, I think. Anarchy is okay, same sort of thing, I think olive or navy, I think it just works best with. Patchwork shirt, I feel like they should have done a belt. If this was a belt, people would have been like over the moon, they would have been so happy, but it's not, so I don't think they are. And to cap off the week, we have the leather pant, the Velo track pant, the short sleeve top, and the suit. Yeah, these three I can't really get behind, I'm not gonna lie, like I can't. I don't know why the suit's this low down. I mean, it's not as good as some prior ones. I understand that personally if they'd done the black colourway, I feel like it might have been a bit better. But yeah, they've been very hit and miss with suits for a while. I mean, the last one that I bought from Supreme was the Comme des Garçons, and yeah, that was the wrong size, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd still have that because it was so nice, but it happens. But yeah, that is going to cover this week anyway. As per norm, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, what you're going to be going for, what you like, what you dislike. Personally, for me, I mean, I like the scarf, but I'm not spending 123 on a scarf. The duffel bag's the same sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult. It really is. But yeah, let me know down below, as I said. And other than that, I do hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.